So I am in Chicago to try and get some unbiased opinions on Pittsburgh in general and Pittsburgh music scene. So let's see what happens.
Hi Mary, how long have you lived in Chicago?
I've lived in Chicago for 3 months, I believe.
Okay. And before that?
I lived in Michigan.
Michigan? Okay. What can you tell me about Pittsburgh, off the top of your head? What are the first things that come to mind? In general?
It's Pennsylvania, I believe. Correct?
Correct.
I haven't really heard much about Pittsburgh.
How about Pittsburgh music?
To be honest, I haven't really heard much about the music scene.
Okay. Nothing at all about Pittsburgh music? If you had to guess, what type of genre would you say it would be dominant?
Genres? It just seems, it's in New England, correct?
No.
Right?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, never mind. Okay. It seems like Pittsburgh. I don't know. It seems like indie bands come out of Pittsburgh.
Okay, well, thank you very much. What's your name?
Brian.
Ryan, how long have you lived in Chicago?
6 years.
6 years? What can you tell me off the top of your head about music in Pittsburgh or Pittsburgh music in general?
Oh, Pittsburgh music?
Yeah.
No, I don't know anything about Pittsburgh music. I know they used to produce a lot of steel.
A lot of steel, yeah. What type of music scene would you say they have?
Probably a fair amount of jazz.
Jazz?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
A good amount of rock and roll.
Yeah?
Yeah, that would be my jazz.
And how about Chicago?
Similar. Tons of blues.
Yeah.
Certainly a lot of jazz. Good amount of gospel. Chicago has everything. It's just so big. Are you guys from Chicago? Is this what every band in Chicago sounds like? No.
You're not from here, are you?
No.
Oh, gee, what is this?
Where are you from?
Pittsburgh.
Where?
Pittsburgh.
I'm sorry.
So, Chad, how long have you lived in Chicago?
7 years.
Okay. What can you tell me about Pittsburgh? Off the top of your head.
I know that George Romero lives there, or he's from there, and I know that Dawn of the Dead was filmed there. This is my favorite movie. That's where the Steelers play. And I know that Sienna Miller doesn't like Pittsburgh, apparently.
How long have you lived in Chicago?
29 years, excluding 3 months when I lived in Pittsburgh.
Okay. Why did you live in Pittsburgh?
I went to the Art Institute out there.
Okay. If you were to hazard a guess as to what the Pittsburgh music scene is now, what would you say?
Behind 10 years.
Yeah. If you were to
That's,
hazard a guess.
that's when I was out there and talking to people about music, they seem to be about 10 years behind everywhere else. As far as music. Like when I was out there, this was last year, people were still really big into like 9 Inch Nails and Marilyn Manson and like the whole goth scene, which was like 10 years ago here in Chicago. That's how I felt.
But if you were to see a local band there, if you had to hazard
Probably
a
a
guess,
lot of hippies, because it seems to be a lot of hippies in Pittsburgh, as I noticed. A lot of hippies and a lot of crusty punks. That's what, which are kind of the same thing.
when you think of Pittsburgh, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Anti-Flag, Osh Rotten, Mr. Smalls.
Can you name a band that is from Pittsburgh that has been very successful lately?
Anti-Flag,
Aside from Anti-Flag.
Osh Rotten. They come here a lot.
To Chicago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saw them at the Metro quite a few times.
Aside from those two bands, how do you feel about Pittsburgh music in general?
I don't know, they got a pretty good punk scene, I guess. The Obnoxious were cool.
Smiling Moose.
I don't know, I played there before.
You played in Pittsburgh?
Yeah. I was in a band called Sperm.
Sperm.
Yeah.
Where did you play?
I played bass.
No, I mean, where did you play in Pittsburgh?
I don't know, some shithole.
Some shithole?
Yeah.
What about Pittsburgh in general? How do you feel about Pittsburgh?
Oh man, there's too many hills.
Too many hills?
Too many hills. Too many alleys. Too many bums.
Mm-hmm.
The art district is cool though.
The Art District?
Yeah, where the alley up the stairs, is that what it's called? The place up the stairs? Yeah, Artists Upstairs over in that area where that is, that's alright.
Okay, so what do you like about Pittsburgh?
The violin that was in the window.
In what window?
What was the name of the
On
place?
Penn Avenue.
On Penn Avenue, there's a violin in the window.
Okay.
It was kind of cool. And the roads are really small.
Mm-hmm.
So when we were like loading the van back up, when we were leaving there to come back to like home, and it was hard.
Nice.
But it was kind of cool though.